What up, fam? Today we get our relaxation on and learn how to make mandala stones. Stay tuned. Alright, so I don't know if you've noticed this, but the world has just kind of lost its damn mind. So I figured it might be a nice idea to do something that is both a cool skill to have and also to center ourselves and kind of calm things down a little bit. So to that end, I've delved into the art of making mandala stones. Now, mandala comes from Sanskrit and means circle or center, and the odds are you've seen this pattern in a whole bunch of different places. It's basically meant to represent the cyclical nature of life and all that. And making them, it turns out, is actually really relaxing and fun. It's often used as kind of a form of meditation, and I think you're gonna dig it. And the best part is it couldn't be any easier to jump into. All you need is a rock, something to paint with, and some paint. It's a real low bar for entry for the benefits you get out of it. Now, you could go out and get these specialized tools called dotters, which are usually made for making dots with paint or working with clay or something like that. But the odds are you have stuff just around your home that you can use instead of these that are gonna work just as well. My favorite DIY dotters are drill bits. They come in all different sizes to meet whatever pattern you're working with and leave nice, perfect little dots. If you don't have an extensive set of drill bits though, really anything will work. Pencil erasers will do nicely. Backs of paintbrushes work well. Heck, even the rounded head of like a little push pin leaves really nice little marks. Get creative with it. This is kind of part of the fun. It's just picking up things you think might work and making little dots and seeing how they feel. Now for the paints, I got this set of acrylics. It tends to be what is most usually referenced online, and they dry fast. You can get them in a whole bunch of colors for a pretty good price. You may want to play with different brands and qualities though, because I found that these cheaper ones, although they go on really vibrant, they tend to dull out a little bit as they dry. I mean, they still look pretty good, but yeah, I would like it to stay a little bit more vibrant. Although, you know what? I bet nail polish would kill it for this. That would work really well. If you give nail polish a shot, totally let me know about it and how it works. Now, if you do go the acrylic route, you will most likely need to thin it a bit with water. Now, I found the consistency that worked best for me was like a thick soup or a bisque, just because I liked how that sat on the surface. But play with it and see what you like. Again, there doesn't seem to be like a lot of hard rules to this. Just play around with it and see what works for you. Now for my stones, I'm using these black decorative stones that I got from a craft store. So you can use any smooth stone you find outside, but if you do, you might want to just add like a black base coat to it just so everything shows up a little bit better and you have kind of a smooth surface to start with. Now, I have seen online that you can plan to make these things perfect, you know, either using a template or by dividing the stone into like these little pizza slices and going along those little meridians you made. But this being my first attempt, I just kind of decided to wing it so I can feel out the tools and the paint and just kind of how I like the overall flow of the thing. And it all started with just this one dot in the center. From there, I just started building out the design with different colors that I thought looked good together and different sized dots to add some like texture and different feel to it. While playing with it too, I also found that you can layer the paints while they were still wet. The surface tension of one of those little dots just kind of sucked the paint right off of the tool I was using, making a perfect little dot right in the center. It was kind of cool. This was a lot of fun to play with, all the different dots and sizes and kind of how they played with each other. My most valuable lesson while playing with this one though, was understanding that there's a point where you should just stop. Like, I love how it looks at this phase right here, but I think I had it in my head that it was too sparse and I needed to cover the stone more. And by the end, I think it just got messy. So with art, as kind of with life, it's those empty parts or those quiet bits that make the highlights stand out more, right? Just like you couldn't have music without the pauses between the notes. I think that if I had left it with more of that barren space, it would make those highs seem much more high. Anyways, with that in mind, I decided I'd try again, but a little bit more freeform. Less trying to make like a perfect circle design or whatever, and just kind of going with whatever I thought would look cool. And the nice thing about this is it's not set in stone, if you forgive the pun. If you make a mistake, you can just wipe it away and try again. No big deal. And this time around, I just made some really big, bold dots and fun colors. And honestly, I found this really enjoyable. Like on this one is where I understand how people use this as a meditative practice. I got so into what I was doing, I just kind of relaxed and forgot about anything else. My focus was only on kind of making this and making it pretty, right? And the result is beautiful if I do say so myself, and I do. It's vibrant and fun, and it was honestly just really relaxing to do. All in all, it's just a fun skill that kind of doubles as a meditation and can help you relax a little bit in a world that can kind of seem a lot of control sometimes. So I hope you liked this skill. If you did, why don't you give me some of that thumbs up love, and do not forget to subscribe so you know when I release new content. For example, this Thursday I'll be showing you how to make this shirt. That's right, look what a good time he's having. So I hope you'll come join me later this week for that particular skill, but in the meantime, keep breathing, try to relax, and as always, keep leveling up, you.